Happy Wednesday, everyone, and welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. This is the day after Blackout Tuesday, which I'm going to be honest, I'd never heard of it before this year. I don't know how long it's been around, but it is a day where everyone collectively researches, supports, identifies Black businesses, and it's a really great thing because honestly, I didn't realize that there were so many Black businesses right here in our small community, other than mine. Of course, I know mine was here, so, Anyway, it was kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. I have never wanted a Chick-fil-A sandwich and lemonade so badly since like last Sunday when they were closed. And it's just like, why is it that you crave the things you cannot have? Like skinniness in my case. Okay, so before we go on with the show, I want to remind you guys to make sure you are following us on all social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Also, we need you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to us on iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. I'll take a 4.5 because it doesn't look so obvious. You just gave us the 5. So 4.5 is good enough. You can also listen and watch the show on the TuneIn app, Laughable app, and iHeartRadio. Is that correct, Producer James?
That's it.
I had to remind Producer James, let me see, was it last week that he continuously fucks up my opportunity to be on the OWN show, Black Love?
How do I fuck it up?
Because you're not Black.
Well,
it is about Black on Black love.
Well,
it celebrates Black couples.
Aren't you Black enough to like cover us?
No, not according to Oprah. I guess that I'm
okay.
not. I'm just, yeah. So you just keep, even a tan, you would still be so beyond white.
Ugh, well.
Oprah, I'm going to need for you to create a whole nother show called Interracial Black Girl Loves White Boy Show so that Producer James and I can be on it.
Call it Milk Toast.
Milk and cookies.
Milk and Oreo.
Yes, that would be great. And I love milk and Oreo cookies too. So Oreo, I think I see a sponsorship partnership coming on. Anyway, if you're a friend of the Libra Lounge, you know what time it is. It is time for the Gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
Okay, so every conversation that is had right now, no matter how it starts, at some point we're going to mention COVID or Black Lives Matter. So here's that moment we're going to say Black Lives Matter. Check. I follow Snoop Dogg on Instagram because he's just hella funny. And I'm 40, so I come from the generation where Snoop Dogg first came out. I remember Snoop Dogg when he was wearing his hair in little bitty plaits with barrettes at the end, before he had a show with Martha Stewart. And Snoop's just funny. He keeps it real. But, some shit went down the other day on his Instagram page, and I personally, y'all know my immature ass, I saw it and thought it was quite comical. Producer James, can you please put up the photo of the post that he made? He made this post, which I'm sorry, I think it's funny. It's called The Coon Bunch. And what he's done is he has put pictures of all of these outspoken Negroids who are conservative and who support Trump, okay? Or just, I don't know, maybe some of them are Uncle Toms. I don't know, but I saw it 3 o'clock in the morning, started laughing, went to comment because I was going to say, you forgot to put Terry Crews. But then I saw the comments on there. And boy, was there a shift. A lot of people came for Snoop. Like, this never happens. When Snoop says something, pretty much no matter what ethnicity you are, you agree with the Snoop D-O-double-G. But not this time. Okay, I actually took some screenshots. I got to grab my phone of some of the comments that were made. And I was so shocked. I went to Producer James and was like, speechless for a moment, which that he thought I was having a seizure. That doesn't happen quite often. I was really surprised by the kickback that Snoop got. I'll have to say the majority of the comments that were left were not in favor of what Snoop said. For example, Joel Patrick 1776 said, "I gladly be considered a coon any day that support the party of slavery, Jim Crow, and the KKK. Hashtag Uncle Tom and proud." Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. This one is from A Lilac 21. Comment section woke as fuck. Snoop be creeping, but this whole nation going red. Okay. These are, and here's the thing. These are, because you know I'm nosy, because I have to investigate and keep that part-time status with the FBI current. I went and I would click on, the people leaving the comments just to see what color they were, what age they were. And let me tell you, these were young people. I mean, 40 and down, okay? These are, a lot of the people were in their 20s, their 30s, 40s. So these were not like old people, and it was black people, white people, Hispanic people, Indian people. It was just a collection of different people going against Snoop. So here's another one. This is from EJ257 in the 256. Wow,
That's long.
that's yeah. Is
EJ7 in the 256.
is that gang lingo?
on the 911?
Is that gang?
I think it's area codes.
Is it gang?
No, I think it's
just-
hose in different
Area codes. Okay.
Yeah.
So he said this dude was so easily brainwashed that they got him to attack his own race for having a different opinion that he put 2 clown emojis. I know.
Wow.
Okay, here's another person. This is Sarah Day Cambry. "Thank you for pointing me to some more excellent black leaders. I will be surely to follow them. Trump 2020.
Whoa.
This is from Fatrambo 666. Boy, that's devil numbers. You don't put that on your page. I hope you're not in business because you have cursed your business, okay? At least put 667. He said, "Snoop just gave Trump some more voters." This one is from Robert Charles Payne. "Way to embarrass yourself, Snoop. Pretty sad to use bigotry just because you can't intelligently debate. Shaking my damn head." This one is from Dragon Mind. "Black lives matter until you don't agree with you. All lives matter until they don't agree with you." Andrew Kenny said, "Why is he not canceled yet?" Boy, look, okay. Snoop still got affiliations with all the gangs in California. So I know you trying to go ahead and just change your whole IG, change the name, because Snoop will have people come after you, right? Right, James? He's still in that. He's still in that life, okay? Don't let that show with
No.
Martha Stewart's
He's
get
not
it
in that
twisted.
life. I was going to say, he's not in that life if he's got...
No, do not let that show with Martha Stewart convince you white people that Snoop is not still down with the gangs. Gang. Okay, this person said, "Why is he not canceled yet?" Oh, wait, he's a Democrat. Ooh! And then who had to come in and say something?
Kanye?
No, I will give you one guess. Last week, whenever we did our black draft people, I traded her ass first.
Oh.
Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash.
So she had to get in there. She probably had somebody have to read it to her because her ass, you cannot tell me she's not Percocet it out all the damn time. So she probably got one of her high yellow kids to read her what was going on. So she went in there and said something dumb, probably thinking that everyone's like, "Hey, Stacey," I said, "Get nobody to do that. We still don't like you. Black people don't like you. White people don't like you." So Stacey Dash, remember, Damon Dash is still your cousin. And you used to be on the cover of King magazine, and you were in one of Kanye West's videos. Black folks still remember when. So stop it. So yeah, this was a surprise, but I will say this. I was glad to see that black people are going beyond just being part of a political party based on that's what all other black people are doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, Candace Owens right up there, being at the top. Which
We voted her, and we voted her out in the draft last week as well.
yeah, which in this picture, she really looks like she's about to
Look, when you
destroy
see
a planet.
yeah,
or something.
when you see a black woman with that hair, like Candace looks like she doesn't even remotely try to use a relaxer because it's too black for her. So she just has someone press her hair every day. Candace, just go ahead and get the whole relaxer kit and get your hair together. Yeah, so I can't see the screen that great, but yes, Candace Owens is up there. We've got the Hodge twins. There's a raccoon, the massive raccoon up there.
Why Rocket got to be involved?
I know! He black, white, and gray. He's down with everybody. Who else is up there? I can't see
We
the
got
names.
Diamond and Silk.
I don't even know who that is.
So they were two chicks that got they were YouTube stars for a little while. They were some of the original black Trump supporters. And,
those two girls at the bottom?
Girls is a strong word.
Because to me,
they're
I'm not
women.
gonna lie, they look like they can throw down with some fried chicken and some homemade macaroni.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're really legit Trump supporters.
From day one.
Okay,
Basically.
okay, all right.
Then we got some folks I don't know either. I don't know who Daryl C. Scott is.
No, I no, I don't. I don't know any of those folks.
Paris Pennard.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Angela
here's
Stanton.
the thing. Because of Snoop, now we've been forced to look up some of these people so we know who they are. So they really did Snoop a favor. Even the Hodges twins said, hey, we have moved up. Snoop just mentioned us.
Yeah,
you know?
it's kind of that thing where, like, if somebody famous mentions you, like, there's no such thing as
there's
bad
no
publicity.
such thing as it being bad. Like,
right.
even if it's like this fat hoe, like, wait, Kim Kardashian called me a fat hoe? I'm about to make me a t-shirt that said the fat hoe. So yes, I mean, it just really brought more attention to them. But on the flip side, I am happy to see that people are thinking for themselves when it comes to politics and not just what we have been taught generation after generation after generation. They're actually taking the time to do the research and figure out, you know, what's really best for our country. So yeah, that was shocking. It gave me a nice tickle. And speaking of Trump, okay, I give Trump a hard time. I do. All day, any day. But I don't hate Donald Trump. I don't. I just like my Donald Trump to be at the table in the boardroom during The Apprentice, especially Celebrity Apprentice. I watch that show all the time. Like, people will say, hey, you want to go out for dinner? I'm like, oh, no, Celebrity Apprentice on this. I love Donald on that show. I love Donald all the way up until Donald said something stupid and got himself fired from his own show. I just don't agree with a lot of the things that he does politicking, as Skylar would say, politicking. But I do like Donald Trump. He's a businessman. He gave a lot of sound advice. He's a narcissist, okay? But you have to be a narcissist to be that successful as a business person, okay?
Yeah,
and then to be the president of the United States.
Yeah, there's no billionaire who's
not
like,
narcissistic.
A little bit. You kind of have
to be.
Yeah.
I'm narcissistic and I'm poor as hell, but I'm narcissistic. I'm on my way to becoming a Trump level, okay? Yeah, I love Donald Trump on The Celebrity Apprentice. He gave really good business advice. He was very fair. I never once during the show thought, oh, Donald is racist. In fact, I will go as far as to say Donald gave favors to the black and the Hispanic people that were on there. He's down with the swirl, no matter if he wants to admit it or not. But yeah, I'm not a fan of some of the things that he says when he gets in front of a fucking mic.
He is just a terrible statesman.
Yes.
And bad president, great celebrity.
Yes.
Bad president.
Yeah, and you know, Trump being in office has put additional money into our household each month. I didn't realize that till James told me, and I'm like, oh, go Trump. So, speaking of the president, and speaking of celebrities, okay, so it had to, I tell you, I think it was it last week or the week before? Yeah, it was when we were discussing the black draft, the black draft. And I think you wanted to put Kanye up, but I said, no. I said, you know what? Kanye has been doing well. He has stopped bleaching his hair. He has stopped trying to build a little baby cult. He has been doing good. We are going to keep Kanye, and I be damned. If not, 5 days later, he says he's running for president. President Yee. I just don't. Is it a joke? I hope it's a joke.
Do you think Kanye really jokes about anything?
No, I don't think that Kanye thinks anything is funny unless Kanye says it. So probably not. This just goes on to show you how fucking crazy the year 2020 is. 2020 came in and started acting an ass immediately, has not slowed down at all. And here's the thing. There's a possibility if he really does run, he'd win. I mean, that would just really be like the curse of the year 2020.
Yeah, anytime people start looking at the presidency as something a celebrity can do, that's just, we've
not
lost,
good,
man. We've
No.
lost.
And, I just have to break it down a little bit. Kanye is married to a woman who fucked Ray J. Ray J, Brandy's little brother. Not even a superstar in his own right. He is kind of like the one-hit wonders. Like, he'll drop an album and it'll be like one little hint, little hit. That's it. He was on Love and Hip Hop, okay? He's married to a stripper. So this is the timeline right here. She fucked Ray J on camera and bought herself, her mom, and all of her siblings a career, and has successfully run that career. But I will say, she's also successfully fucked up a lot of men. I mean, Bruce Jenner, Kanye, Lamar. The track record isn't so
literally,
great.
she has literally fucked upwards.
She did.
Up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, that is something to be kind of celebrated. I'm not going to say go out there and start making sex tapes, but that is most definitely a way of capitalizing on something that could have been a great downfall. Because remember, before then, Kim Kardashian was wearing her pink velour warm-up suits and walking behind, not even side by side, behind Paris Hilton and carrying Paris Hilton's dog because she was Paris's assistant.
Well, you remember, she was one of the first ones that had a sex tape where a sex tape actually was beneficial. Because before that, sex tapes were like, oh my God, no, let's squash it. It's a problem.
Well, right before Kim's, Paris had a sex tape that was out, okay? It was like Kim said, nah, bitch, let me go ahead and show y'all how y'all really do a sex tape. And look where we are today. She's supposed to be a billionaire, even though they announced she was a billionaire last week. Now they're saying she's not a billionaire, but the bitch is rich. And she's not quote unquote talented when you think about it, because Kris Jenner had to step in and really orchestrate everything to make the Kardashians what they are today. It is really crazy that we know of the Kardashian family not because of Robert Kardashian, the great attorney. It's going to be because of Kim Kardashian having sex with Ray J.
And Bruce Jenner getting his dick cut off. I mean,
they know how to fuck up a man. They really do.
And killing somebody with his car. Let's never forget that.
Who?
Bruce Jenner hit somebody with his car.
When?
This was months and months ago. Well,
did they die?
Yeah.
Wait, was it Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner?
Well, I'm sorry. Caitlyn Jenner
Okay.
hit somebody with her
car
and killed somebody. Yeah.
I don't even remember
yeah.
that. That is just how crazy the world is right now.
Look that one up.
I will have to look that one up. I don't think that Kanye is in a position to be the leader of the free country, right? It's a free country, right?
Yeah, it's a free country.
Because he hasn't gotten his medications regulated correctly. You cannot tell me Kanye's not bipolar.
Look,
and a little bit of, he shows signs of depression. Okay, let's diagnose him real quick. Okay. Bipolar.
Manic depressive.
Yes. Talk about narcissism. There it is right there.
Oh, yeah.
He falls into the category of the mad genius. I think Kanye is a musical genius, but he's got some demons in his head. I mean, I'm sorry, we don't have his mama here anymore to kind of keep him in some kind of control. So can you imagine if Kanye West became president?
It's not even that.
What's that mountain that has all the presidents up there, all the
Mount
great ones?
Rushmore?
He would get rid of all of them and put up just Kanye.
Kanye.
He wouldn't put himself up there with them. He would get rid of all of them and put himself up there.
No, he would literally take another big rock, put it on top of Mount Rushmore, and then carve his face on top of them.
He would even knock down the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Kanye.
Exactly. That's that.
The statue of Yeezy.
We do not need another celebrity to be president, okay? The last time that it really worked was with Reagan, okay?
Yeah.
And it just hasn't worked since then. So,
Yeah,
Kanye, keep doing Kardashian things.
I promise you this: if it ever becomes Kanye president, Kim Kardashian first lady, I'm moving to fucking Canada.
Immediately.
We're done.
Yeah.
The empire has fallen.
love maple syrup.
Yeah, I love him. Justin Trudeau is beautiful.
Right?
He's a great
Okay.
man.
When we get back, I'm going to give you some of my Hulu and Netflix suggestions to help you get through the second round of kind of being quarantined, don't want to go nowhere, don't want to wear a mask. So you're just going to stay home and binge watch things. And we're also going to talk about when Karens attack. We will be right back. Sassy Class Boutique is the hot spot for your fashion, beauty, and home decor desires. We celebrate women of all shapes and sizes with our trendy collection of regular and plus-size clothing. Looking for the right accessories? We have upcycled Louis Vuitton handbags, vegan purses, and jewelry to add sass to your class. We also offer health and beauty products from salon-quality hair care to cruelty-free makeup. Our edgy home decor items will make you the envy of all of your neighbors. Sassy Class Boutique also offers custom items like shirts, hats, and other gifts for any occasion. All of our vendors are female-owned small businesses, and together we are Sassy Class Boutique. Located at 3709 Fatter Drive in Dickinson, Texas, 77539. Or shop anytime with us at www.sassyclassboutique.com.
The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha.
Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. I am your host, Keisha, and we've got producer James over there doing what producer Jameses do.
Hello.
All right, so right now we're kind of, is this COVID 2.0 or COVID Junior that's going on right now? Well, anyway, COVID is spreading like crazy, so it's being suggested that we keep our asses home just a little bit more, and in doing so, we don't have any new TV shows on right now. The only new reality TV shows that are on are, thank God, the 90 Day Fiancé shows, which, if you like me, that is just like a blessing upon a blessing on top of a blessing. But we don't have anything new. All of the shows, all the production has been shut down because of COVID. I did hear, I think it was yesterday, that some production companies are allowing some studios to start back slowly recording because, well, they're losing a lot of money and they're most definitely not making any money. But until then, we have Hulu and Netflix to keep us afloat. So I'm going to give you some suggestions of the shows and our movies that I've watched that are really good. Now, I'm very new to the Hulu train. I've only had Hulu for maybe 2 months, maybe? 2 months?
About 2.
And I have to be honest. The only reason why I got Hulu is because they have 2 of my all-time favorite television shows on there. I know you guys know, if you watch the show, Ghost Whisperer is my favorite. Never gonna be another favorite show, and they do have Ghost Whisperer on there. But they also have, because I'm a very big BBC America fan, and my other favorite show, which is no longer in production, is Prime Evil. So those are the reasons why I'm like, I am getting Hulu, so I have access to both these shows at all times. But in doing so, I discovered some other good shows that I figured I would let you guys know about, and if you haven't checked them out, add this to your Hulu list. Castle Rock, their season 1 and their season 2. Skip season 1. Just go straight to season 2. Season 2 is kind of a backstory from the book and the movie Misery. Kinda. What was the lady's name? Anne. Okay, Anne. It kind of gives you a backstory of Anne and how she became the Anne that kidnapped
James Caan.
James Caan. His son is so cute.
Oh yeah.
Sean Conn, is that his
Sean
name?
Conn,
Oh,
yeah,
he's
something
just a
like
little cutie with his little short self.
Yep.
It gives you kind of a backstory, but there's it's kind of, some of it you're like, wait a minute, when did this happen? The timeline is not right because this movie clearly was set in at least the 90s because they have cell phones. So that there's no way that this could actually be the total backstory of that character. It just doesn't add up.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a true prequel.
No.
But it's definitely like inspired by Stephen King works.
Right. But the bitch is crazy. Oh my God. She, in the first episode, and I'm not going to give you any more spoilers other than this because it is so bad. It is so badass. You know how when you're watching John Wick and he just kills 300 people in 5.5 seconds, and you're like, oh my God. Okay, this was an oh my God, this is so badass, I'm laughing moment. She kills a man, a full-grown man, with an ice cream scooper. Yeah, I said an ice cream scooper. She killed him with and she killed the fuck out of him with that ice cream scooper. It's a really good story. It's got some little, kind of goes off a little bit. It has a side story that doesn't make that much sense to what the original theme was because, I mean, it's Stephen King, so it's got to be a little bit kind of, I don't know, what's the word, quirky?
Yeah,
Quirky,
quirky, eccentric.
Yeah, but it's really good. The actress who plays Anne did a phenomenal job. And, I got to give this shout out because I was very happy. The little Ethiopian or Somalian guy that played in the movie with Tom Hanks that said, I'm the captain now, he got another gig. He's in this show.
Oh, good.
Thank God. Someone said, you know what? This show really fucking needs guys. You know, they're in the production meeting. I think we need some Somalians in this show. It makes absolutely no sense, but it just works. That there's in this town, they have a very heavy group of Somalians, which, hey, it worked out for that guy because he ain't getting no other work anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, I was happy to see that. So, Castle Rock Season 2. I also watched Harlots, which was good. I binge watched Harlots. Harlots takes place during...
It's kind of Victorian, like
during
19th
the Victorian,
century.
yes, yeah. So you'll see a lot of kind of the big dresses, and you know, women don't have rights. There's slavery in it, but we're in England, and it's about prostitution. But it's so much more than that. And I don't want to tell you anymore because I don't want to give it away. I want you to sit at home and watch it and act like you don't have a life and just keep watching it every night, eating popcorn and gaining weight like I did, okay? It's a good show. You're not going to want it. It's one of those shows that you start watching it and 3 days later, you're like, I haven't moved. I haven't peed or anything like that. So it is a good one. So check out Harlots. Also, The Act, which is the story of the Gypsy Rose, the little girl who wasn't a little girl, whose mom, what is it, proxy by?
Her mom had Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
By proxy. She convinced her child that she was sick, and you have to remind yourself when you're watching it that this really happened. Who is it? I think it's Patricia Arquette plays the role of the mom.
Oh, and you can't even recognize her.
You don't even recognize her, but she is so phenomenal in this movie, okay? It's they added some characters, of course, they changed some things around, but it's really good. If you can get past Joey King's awful voice, I mean, it was just bad. Look, I've watched other versions of this story, and the actresses who played Gypsy Rose did not have that much of an annoying voice. I had nightmares about Joey King's voice.
Did Gypsy Rose have that kind of voice?
Well, she had to because she had to always pretend like she was much younger than what she actually was. But damn, Joey overdid it.
It was cartoony.
It was horrible.
Sure.
Like, it really, I would be like, is there any way that we can watch this movie, they just blank out all of Joey King's dialogue and just let it be like subtitles so we don't have to, it was awful.
Or just turn the bass way up on the TV.
I was just like, you know what? Her voice was so bad, it didn't make me feel bad about any of the shit that her mom was doing to her. I'm like, bitch, you deserve
Like she
it.
deserved it.
Going around talking like that, bothering folks. That nasty ass voice. Stop. Get some bass in your voice. Say it with your chest. It was awful, okay? All right. As you can see, I really felt emotions about that. All right. Okay, so those are the television shows. But I also watched 3 movies on Hulu that were great, including this movie. You have to watch it. It is called Border. How can we tell them about the movie without giving it away?
So it's like a modern supernatural story.
Think grim.
Yeah, a little grim.
Think a little bit. It has a kind of a grim theme to it.
Yep. Yeah, it's supernatural. It's really good. It's a foreign film.
Yeah, subtitles. I think it's
subtitles.
Swedish.
Yeah, it's
so
Swedish.
subtitles, but it's so good
Really
that
good.
you forget that there's subtitles and you think that you can speak Swedish when you're done. Yeah, because I was speaking Swedish to producer James. He's like, "Bitch, what? What are you?" No, what you can't. I do this every time I watch a foreign film, and there's subtitles. I think that I have gained, the powers of being trilingual when I'm done.
Well, what's even worse is sometimes you'll start speaking in the accent of the movie
I
you just
do.
seen.
I
I've
do.
experienced that with you.
Yes, like if I watch like a marathon of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, I'm speaking like Teresa Giudice for at least 2 weeks with a Jersey accent.
After about 3 seasons of Harlot, you were like, James, call
Yeah.
me right now, mate.
I really was. So, but Border is good. I don't want to. There's no way to give you any more details than what we've done without giving the movie away, and I want you to be surprised,
Yep.
like we were during the movie. So, it's good. It's one of those movies that I describe as quiet. There's not a lot of background things going on at all. It is just about the story.
Good, straight story.
Yeah, it's a story. You get a little bit of the background, you get the climax, and then you get the ending. It was good straight through. The other one that we watched is Little Monsters, which is an Australian movie, and it stars Lupita. Y'all know, everybody know Lupita because none of us can say her last name. She was in 12 Years a Slave. She was in Us. We all know she's just as dark as I am. We all know Lupita. It's Lupita.
Yes.
Okay, Little Monsters is totally not what you think that is going to be because, okay, here's the breakdown without giving you the whole story. A kindergarten teacher takes her class on a field trip, and then The Walking Dead happens, okay? Yeah. With her still having a class full of kindergartners, The Walking Dead happens. But it's a comedy. It's funny. You laugh out loud. The kid actors in the movies are great. Who's the guy that's in it?
Oh, I don't know. Josh Gad has a guest stars or has a role.
He's awful.
Oh,
His role
great.
is so awful, but so great.
He's
but
so fucked
funny.
up.
Yeah. The whole it's really, really good. It's an easy watch, but it's got like all the great things in it. It's got a good script. It's funny. There's action. There's killing. There's cussing.
If you like Shaun of the Dead,
you'll like this one for sure. Yeah. And the last movie from Hulu was Pure, which what is that movie that it's like? It came out. I think it was last year. I cannot remember the name of it, but this movie is basically about a group of men who take their daughters to a retreat every year where they have to swear their
celibacy
commitment to their fathers.
Yeah.
Super creepy. It's like a cult. No, it's not like a cult. It's a cult. And then it has some supernatural qualities in it in regards to Lilith. That's all I can say without giving it away. It's a good one. But I will say this. If you stop paying attention for even a couple of minutes, you'll be lost. So you have to legit sit down and watch it and listen to it. So those are all the ones from Hulu. I've got only 3 from Netflix because I just started back with Netflix, but these are some good shows. October Faction is good. You guys already know what kind of stuff that I like. I like anything supernatural. If you say the word, it has the word witch, dragon, vampire, werewolf in it, I'm all over it. So this has a little bit of all of it. It's about a family with secrets. And the secret is that there's a whole society of monsters and vampires, and the parents are monster killers, and their twins find out, and everything that's in between it. So watch that one. It's good. I sat down and watched the whole series without taking a break. Also, let me see. Oh, Vampires. Vampires was really good. This is a French series. You know, every time there's a vampire movie, it's a new breed of vampires. But this was really cool because it tells the story of a teenager who is half human, half vampire, and she's like a little light-skinned blade. She's able to walk in the sun. Yeah, but her family is trying to get away from the vampire society. So watch that one. I watched that one in 2 days. It was super, super good. Before we go into a break, I want to talk about Karens. When Karens attack, okay? This has been, I've always kind of followed the stories of Karens, but Karens have really been acting an extra ass here lately. I don't know if it's because of the quarantine. I don't know if it's because of the fear of getting COVID. I don't know if it's just because they need a good dicking, but they are acting fucking horrible to the point that I have to really be selective of the places that I go and when I go, because if a Karen approaches me, she's going to get her fucking ass beat down so bad, she's gonna be saying her name is Keisha, okay? So the latest Karen that, this is just, I don't know.
It's like Karen sightings.
Yes, I think, but I tell you what, follow Perez Hilton because he is on the Karen hunt. That's where I get all my Karen information from. He is on it. He has started a coalition to stop the Karens, okay? So the latest Karen thing that happened was, I think it was in some city in California. They got permission to paint Black Lives Matter on a street in yellow. A group of Karens got together and convinced themselves that this was completely illegal. So they took their asses out there with black paint and started painting over the Black Lives Matter sign, while also trying to talk mad shit to the crowd of people, telling them what they were doing was wrong. Here's the thing. This is how I know they really have gone crazy. Who the fuck during these summer months wants to be out there painting on top of asphalt? That lets you know shit is not right there, okay? And now, guess what, Karen? Now the law's looking for you because you're stupid. So you spent your money on paint, number one. That was a lot of paint. You went out there breaking your back, trying to get rid of the signage that was out there. You got caught doing it on camera. You said your name, and now the popo is looking for you, Karen. And you know what happens to Karens when they go to jail? Huh? Ever heard of, what's the saying? Snitches?
Get stitches?
That's right. Okay, so yeah, Karens have gone wild.
And by the way, she was a terrible painter. You could tell she was a fucking housewife who's never done any manual labor.
None at all. Because here's my thing. I would have hired a black person to do it for me.
No, you would have hired a Latino
Anyway,
to paint.
Here's
like
the thing.
we do in Texas.
I wouldn't have been out there painting, is the thing. I would have hired a small child to go out there and paid him with milk and cookies to go and paint that. And then I would have told him, if anyone asks who told you to do this, don't you say my name. You know, tell them your name. Karens, you guys got to do a better job of not getting fucking caught. This isn't good. This is not your thing, Karen. Go back to just talking to the manager about stupid things and leave the Black Lives Matter movement alone. So what's your perspective about the Karens coming from a very ginger-bearded white man?
Man, these Karens would be crazy.
Yeah.
I love watching the videos, especially the ones where Karens get pissed off about masks. That's my favorite.
Well, no, the men have been really acting out. I cannot remember the name that Perez Hilton has given the men, the male version of Karen.
Let's just say Darren.
Darren?
Let's say it's Darren.
I think it may be something like that.
It
or
might be.
Ken or something. They are really losing they're going batshit crazy about masks.
I dealt with one today, or I saw one today.
Oh, you sure
Darren.
did? What
I
happened?
sure did. So went to one of my favorite gas stations because I go to gas stations every single day to get something to drink.
Buc-ee's.
Well, yeah. So this was at my local one, and the guy walked in. So they've got signs on the door that says you got to wear masks because Governor Abbott made a mandate.
And it's painted across Earth that you just have to wear a mask.
Yeah. So there's a sign that says wear a mask. There's another sign that says no mask, no service. Mm-hmm. So I walk in with my mask on and get my stuff, get in line. There's a dude You know, tall guy, white guy, red hair, red beard, and he didn't have a mask on. And he's walked to the window where, again, there's a sign that says no mask, no service. And
he thought that sign was only for black people and Latinos and Indians. He didn't think it was for white people.
well,
Don't be silly, James.
Well, okay, sorry. Well, I mean, it was written on white paper, so you know. So the cashier, who's a really really nice Indian guy, said, "I'm sorry, I can't check you out. You're not wearing a mask. The sign says no mask, no service." And the guy says, "Come on, man. I spend money here all the time. You know, why can't you serve me?" Sir, the no sign says no mask, no service. And the guy walked away, and as he's walking out, he said sort of loudly, "Goddamn raghead can't even let me spend my money here." I'm like, oh,
Wow.
dude. Yeah.
You know, okay,
That's just terrible.
Like, be mad, because believe me, no one hates wearing the mask more than I do, okay? At this point, if I got to wear the mask, I'm just going to stay home, which, you know what? It's pretty easy to stay home and still get everything that you can get in the outside world, all right? I literally feel like the other day I was walking in Target, I had the mask on. It felt like I had 50 additional pounds on me. I felt like I had two breastfeeding babies at my tits holding me down. It's just, I felt so heavy, I felt so hot. But you know what? That's the only way we're going to stop the spread of this virus. And if you can't follow those rules, stay home, which... that you're not, if you stay home, you're still not missing anything that's really going out. The only thing you're missing is a whole bunch of fucking people walking around with a mask on. That's it. You can order your food, you can order your groceries, you can order your medicine, you can order your clothes and have everything delivered to your house. And right now, a lot of it is, shipping is for free. So, you know, but I mean, yeah, be upset if you want to be, but why do you have to go and call the guy, or what is a raghead?
Yeah, and the guy is so nice. He even apologized to the next customer on behalf of that asshole.
So this is what happened when producer James encountered this man. What do you think would have happened had I been there instead of you and I heard this man say that?
Catching a case, a
Yeah.
little bit of bail.
Yeah, because I would have said, you motherfucking racist asshole. Just because you can't clearly read, because, I mean, you have to not be able to read, not to see all the signs that say.
Well, the sign that says no mask, no service is at his eye level at the cashier station, behind the glass that they put up. Like, there's no fucking excuse.
And that was after the other two signs that he passed up saying that.
He's missed 3 signs.
Yeah.
And seeing everyone else wearing masks in the store.
You know what we call that? White privilege. All right, so when we get back, I'm going to give the Bitch Please of the Week award, and it is for a local person to our area. We will be right back.
The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Libra Lounge with Keisha this week. Someone brought up something to me last week, and what she said was that I don't talk about my other businesses very often on the show. So because they're just, you know, they're two separate beasts. You know, there's the Keisha, the boutique owner, then there's Keisha, the Libra Lounge host. They're totally different. Like, they are sisters who don't even know they're sisters, okay? But I am the owner of Sassy Class Boutique, which is here in Dickinson, Texas. It is a black female-owned business. We have fashions in regular and plus sizes. We also have home decor. We have accessories such as jewelry, bags. We have hair care. We have makeup. We have a pet section. We have a baby section. And we also do custom orders for T-shirts, banners, yard signs, and all of those good things. If you're in the Houston area, we are located at 3709 FATA, F-A-T-T-A Drive, Dickinson, Texas, 77539. We're open now until Earth gets kind of back to normal. We're open Thursday and Fridays, noon till 5, and Saturdays, 11:30 till 4. But we also have an online store, which is www.sassyclassboutique.com. Just about everything that we have in the boutique is on the website. But if you're on our social media pages, please make sure you're following Sassy Class Boutique on Facebook and Instagram. If you see something on our social media pages and you don't see it on the website, all you have to do is send us a DM, and we'll get you the information and we'll get it to you. If you're local, we do free delivery, and we deliver all over the world. We even got, New York.
New York.
Someone in New York actually ordered some stuff today. So, yes, we are very proud of our boutique. It has been a lot of hard work, and I tell you what, we're just a little bit over our first year of business, and let me tell you, everything that can go wrong in a business during its first year, it has happened, but guess what? We are still right here. All right. Make sure you're also following the Libra Lunch with Keisha on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to us on iTunes. And do you subscribe to people on iHeartRadio and TuneIn app?
You can. So,
Okay.
yeah, so some of those iHeartRadio, TuneIn, any place you catch a podcast, then we're there. You can subscribe, or you can, put it in your queue so you can always get new episodes when they come
Notifications,
out.
yeah. Okay. All right. So it is time for the Bitch Please of the week.
Bitch, please. You be rolling down the street, telling stories. Bitch, you never tell the truth. Bitch, please. Everybody know you lying, bitch, cause all you do is lie.
This one is actually local. I saw this today when I was scrolling through Facebook. Kimberly N. Yancey, who is I think Kimberly is the president of the NAACP for Galveston County. And she made this post today, and I was like, that is a bitch please of the week. So I want to tell Kimberly, thank you for making everyone aware of this situation. So here's the post. Bay Area house calls owned by Harold Fattig, F-A-T-T-I-G, in Texas City, just furloughed 2 African-American women in their administrative office who wore Black Lives Matter masks to work last week. The white office manager complained and said she was offended by the mask and stated that only surgical masks can be worn in the office. After walking on eggshells for days, the 2 women who wore the mask, they were vocal about its meaning. They were furlonged today, and she asked for prayers for these 2 women. So I commented and I asked Kim, I said, hey, was there a protocol or a policy about wearing masks and what kind of masks you can wear? And she said that there is not. Ooh, that really frosts my cookies. This is kind of like what Starbucks did a couple of months ago when they said that no one could wear Black Lives Matter's merch, like signage or anything like that. Which, okay, if you work at Starbucks and you're supposed to wear a uniform, that's fine. But they let employees wear things celebrating Pride, which is fine too, but if you're gonna do for one, you gotta do for the other, okay? If there's not a policy in place, you can't keep creating a policy based on things that you see that you just don't like. You make one policy that says that, hey, yes, you have to wear a mask, but there could be no verbiage, no writing on there at all, and there you go. That solves the problem. But instead, this guy decided to be an asshole. Now, whether he's racist or not, everyone's gonna fucking think that you are. So we want you guys to flood Mr. Harold Fattig with facts about writing policies and how not to be discriminative to your employees. He is the owner, again, of Bay Area House Calls, which is right here in our sister town, Texas City, who furlonged 2 women for wearing a Black Lives Matter mask. And that is why he gets the bitch please of the week from the Libra Lounge, okay? Producer James, you want to say anything about that?
Nope. Think you covered it.
All right, so we will see you guys next week. Wear your mask, wash your hands, don't be racist, and stay sucker free.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.